modern day world, we hear way too much often about depression and suicide. So much, in fact, that it's slowly being normalized. It's a problem that we can slow down or even stop making people aware that depression exists and is very real. Showing those who are affected are not alone, and there is help. If you knew someone who was going through this, would you be willing to help?
Chapter 4, Summer 2020. I'm back in the dream world where stuff doesn't make sense. It shouldn't, right? You ever had those dreams which are so real you confuse them for what has actually happened? Some problems can come from these dreams, one of them being how you see certain people. Although it wasn't me who changed their view on others, it was the people closest to me that changed their view on me. I'm on the way home from, I don't know where I was coming from. All I know is that home was the only thing on my mind. My sister is outside, doing nothing, standing there, looking at nothing. I get her attention and start the conversation as normal. It didn't go as normal. She didn't recognize me. I quickly ended the conversation and went off to find the rest of my family. None of them knew who I was. I'm a stranger to them. Confused as to why no one in my family recognized me, I headed back outside to where my sister was. I mentioned to her, "Why don't you know who I am? What happened here?" My sister turns over with no emotion in her face. "It's like you were never born." Right after these words, everything was fading into black. I'm awake again. This time, I am creeped out from what the dream was like. It seemed like my dreams were in someone else's control. I am someone's marionette. My reality isn't mine anymore. When did this start happening? Was it always there from the start? Chapter 5, Endless. I started to link all of the events that were happening and made notes of the details in each one. I didn't notice them when I made them, but all of the events had one thing in common. The same shadowy figure. Hidden somewhere. At this point, I'm really not surprised. In the real world, things have changed. I didn't know why, but people are always after me. Everyone that used to know me no longer knew who I was. I was treated like an outcast, on the run for no apparent reason. What did I do to them? What could I have done that made them seek revenge in this way? I turned to catch a glimpse of one. They had no faces. No faces? Who are they? As I paid more attention to them, they started to fade into a mist. I could see them disappearing, but I still felt the urge to run. I turned back to where I was running, and there it was, that figure. I tried to stop, but the figure swelled up and I was swallowed into complete darkness. I start to wake up. From what though? What even happened? As I looked around, I'm in like a void. There is nothing but foggy darkness with a faint light. I couldn't see where the light was coming from. I am wandering aimlessly when I spot something in the distance. Another person? I start running towards whatever it was. I am getting closer. I realize it isn't a human. It is the misty figure from before. I am overwhelmed by shock and fear, and I start yelling at it. "What are you and what do you want?" I get no answer, which I expected. That feeling of fear was fading away. Instead, I feel drawn towards whatever it is. It felt like everything I had worked for had been for nothing. All of the pain and suffering was no more. I made my way towards the figure. I reach for it, and my hand appears to go through it. I made my way inside and I see myself. On the other side is me. I take a look at myself and my human skin isn't there anymore. It is all black and misty. Every significant event with the figure was in front of me. I could see them all. I step into one of the events and I see it. I see my house. I see myself in the living room. In an effort to get a better look at myself, I quickly move positions. Mirror myself glanced at my location and I locked stares with myself. Myself had dropped something. I didn't know what it was, but I used the chance to quickly hide. I was gone.